No counsel is more trustworthy than that which is given upon ships that are in peril. It's much better to do good in a way that no one knows anything about it. The first man gets the oyster. The second man gets the shell. What is called a reason for living is also an excellent reason for dying. There are two levers to control people. The first is personal gain, and the second is money. If poverty is the mother of all crimes, lack of intelligence is their father. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. Liquor is the chloroform which enables the poor man to endure the painful operation of living. Difficulty shows what men are. The average human being is a perverse creature, and when he isn't that, he is a practical joker. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. The man who chases two rabbits catches neither. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. What you resist persists. At $0, a man can be an ass without being an optimist, but not an optimist without being an ass. The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. Cultivate the will. This is the armor that preserves the mind. There is nothing more unequal than the equal treatment of unequal people. Time spent with cats is never wasted. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. The best response to criticism is to smile and forget. Always aim at purifying your thoughts, and everything will be well. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. Ordinary men exercise their memory more than their judgment. If your wife cheated on you, do not ask how many times she did it, because it can really amaze you. Nothing is more difficult and therefore more precious than to be able to decide. The measure of a man is what he does with power. It is very important in life to know when your cue comes. When you get an idea into your head, you find it in everything. My life is my message. Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever. He who does not like loneliness does not like freedom. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. There is trouble with a wife, but it's even worse with a woman who is not a wife. Wealth is not to feed our egos, but to feed the hungry and to help people help themselves. Anyone who can make you angry becomes your master. War is the business of barbarians. Chastity, it can be carried too far. Happiness depends upon ourselves. The glory of the garden lies in more than meets the eye. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Great souls endure suffering in silence. Where your fear is, there is your task. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That's his. Forget injuries. Never forget kindness. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. A sunny disposition is worth more than fortune. Young people should know that it can be cultivated, that the mind, like the body, can be moved from the shade into sunshine. Anxiety is just a slight disgust for the future. Circumstances make man, not man's circumstances. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. You should make great things, not promising great things. We are always slow in admitting any great change of which we do not see the intermediate steps.